Daylight come and me want go home. Work all night and a drink a rum. Daylight come and me want go home. Stack banana till the morning come. Daylight come and me want go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and me want go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and me want go home. Live 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me want go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me want go home.
It's showtime.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
That's right, babe. That's my name. Don't wear it out. 3 times is enough.
I can't believe you're going to do this to these poor people.
What have you done?
Look at you. How about a shrimp for the shrimp over here? Oh, my God.
Beetlejuice, just leave her alone.
I can't leave anybody alone.
You
Babe,
are so gross.
babe,
Nobody
I'm the
wants you
ghost
here.
with the most, babe. You know
Nobody
what I'm
wants
saying?
you here. You should just leave.
Disgusting.
I'm the main event, honey.
Delia, why did you invite him?
I did no such thing. I was trying to have a dinner party.
Can't have a dinner party without me, babe. It's all beef right here.
Ugh,
Hope you're not a vegan.
so boring.
Oh, I need to redecorate this entire place.
Ugh,
I'm getting out of
Delia.
here. No, I can't. I cannot.
See what you've done, Beetlejuice? Now she's left, and I'm stuck with you.
Lydia, it could
Please.
be worse,
And these
couldn't it?
poor people have to be subjected to
Well, it's
you.
Psychic
And you
Sundays,
smell.
isn't it?
You smell gross.
Well, you know, some people say that I'm a strong kind of guy, but smell isn't everything, isn't it?
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Just get away.
Psychic Sundays. Welcome, everybody. What do you want to know?
I want to know why you're here bothering all of us. You came from the dead. You're disgusting. You're coming over here to give us all a hard time. And everybody's just here to have a good time. And you are going to mess everything up for everybody.
Well, it's that time of the year, you know. I kind of put the October little bit of spice. You need Beetlejuice here, don't you?
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Psychic Sunday.
I got a whole lot of messages for everybody if they're ready. When it's time.
Welcome to October, spooky season. Welcome to all things fun and ghoulish. And my name is Lydia. Lydia and Lydia combined as one, because I think we're the same person at
Say
this point.
my name 3 times.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
It's
Beetlejuice.
showtime. That's right.
Beetlejuice.
You look like you're
Don't
the
look
lady
at
in
me.
red.
Don't look at me. So gross. So everybody, you're here because you are going to ask us questions and we are going to give you answers.
Well, there's house rules.
There's house rules.
And Delia's going to be the one that's going to tell it to him.
Oh, is she?
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So gross. So, you guys are going to be asking us a couple different questions this time around because Beetlejuice only knows how to answer a few questions because he's Beetlejuice. So, we are going to talk about animals, spirit guides, animal totems,
And all my other
Past
favorite,
lives.
all my other favorite foods.
and all of his disgusting, nasty favorite foods that he
You know what I
eats.
love about spirit guides?
What do you love?
They're dead. I love that you asked the dead how to get you more life. That's real smart.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm sitting next to Beetlejuice. Okay, so if you have any questions,
You
you
don't have
guys.
to sit next to me. You could sit on my lap, babe.
Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you, Beetlejuice. It's gross. I don't think so. So, yeah, if you have those kind of questions, and also I would like to know what you guys have been up to for October. I want to know, I know some of you have experienced some crazy weather, and we have all experienced crazy weather, but you're here now, you're with us, and hopefully everything's okay. And now this is the time for you to kick back and relax. And you guys, we're going to shut off the world tonight, and we're going to turn on
The underworld.
The underworld.
Well, your underworld is showing.
Okay, let's see who's in the house. Everybody say where you're from. Give us your location. And
Babe, let me ask you a question.
yes.
What do you call a little person intuitive who's escaped from prison?
A little person intuitive who's escaped from prison.
A small medium at large.
A small medium at large. That's a good one, actually.
That is a good one.
Are you going to do spirit shout outs today?
Oh, I got some spirit shout outs for all of you.
Oh my gosh.
When it's time.
Are you going to ring the bell?
Where's everybody from?
All right. So we have Greenville, South Carolina. Hi,
Green's
Paul.
my favorite color.
We have Jackie in Texas and Houston.
Don't mess with Texas.
Miriam in Los Angeles. Kelly in Bend, Oregon. We have North Idaho. And you guys, Lydia doesn't wear glasses, okay, because she doesn't think they're cool. So this is going to be very interesting how I can read all of this. So we have Louisiana here. We have Coos Bay, Oregon. Bend and Coos Bay, Oregon, the most tiniest little spots in Oregon, and you guys are rocking it. I've been to both. My aunt lives there. I used to live in Grants Pass. I used to live in Medford. I have visited Bend many times, and my aunt currently lives in Coos Bay.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
I died there 3 times.
Okay. We have Dubai's in the house.
Dubai.
Yeah. We have Idaho, Columbia. Oh, Columbia, South Carolina. Interesting. We have Melbourne. Have you been down under?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, okay. Vancouver, USA. Somebody said Earth. That's very interesting. Medford. And we have Colorado. We have... Okay, so people are saying that somebody's moving tomorrow. Welcome, Aqua Sunny and Carrie, Patricia, Donna, Carla. We have, oh boy, Cece. Oh, I wonder if that's the same Cece. No, it's not the same Cece.
CC Ryder.
All right. So it's going to be interesting to see how Beetlejuice does spirit shout-outs tonight. This is going to be very, very interesting. Also, if you guys just want general messages from your spirit guides, we're also doing those tonight. Are you going to be able to do any of this, Beetlejuice?
Why not?
Are you ready?
When I'm good and ready.
Okay. So,
You want to get married tonight, babe? See, you got your dress on.
Beetlejuice just constantly is telling me things all the time. I don't know what to do with Beetlejuice because it's hard to look at you.
Listen, your husband's out of town. Why don't you hang out with me for a little bit? I'm the guest host with the most, babe. Make the most of it. He may be a psychic, but he won't know where I'm here. How's everybody doing out there? Oh, it's showtime, so let's go. All right, I got spirit shout-outs here. Let me ring your bell here. That's such a beautiful sound.
All right. So do you want to say some spirit shout-outs, Beetlejuice?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I got 3 spirit shout-outs right here, right now.
I'm ready for you.
Well, I got the doorway open to the other side. And there's some people that come through. Spirit guides, always trying to give you good advice. I think I'm going to put a little spin on it tonight when they tell me the messages. What do you think? In the spirit of Halloween, babe.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, there's somebody, that there was a big old fat singer by the name of Tiny Tim. You remember him? Yeah, he was tiptoeing through the tulips.
To the tulips.
There's somebody here on the other side that's singing that song, but it ain't Tiny Tim. That's one of your relatives right now singing that song. You guys had a joke about it. So they're over here just trying to say hi to you. Using up my valuable time when I should be getting married to this one right here.
Oh, my God.
Number 2, I got a Simon on the other side. I think this is some kind of animal. Somebody had a pet named Simon, and they're coming through. It ain't a person. I think it's an animal, yeah. So don't tell me it's your Uncle Simon unless he was a cat or a goldfish. All right. And number 3. Number 3, this one's for you. You have kind of a piece of one of your fingers missing on your left hand. Something happened. You sliced a bit of it off. And I got a message for you, and you're watching right now. Beetlejuice has a message for you, so let us know. Delia, you manning the ship over there.
I got it.
You need a little help, honey, just let me know.
Thank you.
All right. So you want me to jump in? Here we go. Kathy or not?
Is she Kathy or not? I don't know. Kathy.
Is that how she spells her name? Okay. Love to know if my
Sounds
cat
French, you know.
Love to know if my cat Candy.
Give Beetlejuice a little kiss over here, Kathy. You're French, ain't you?
Oh my God. Oh, it's gonna be a long show. Okay. Love to know if my cat Candy is with Dad and is he or she happy?
You want to know if your cat's with your dad?
Yes.
Well, sounds like he's a real cat dad now, doesn't he? What's her daddy's name?
We don't have her dad's name. Okay.
Somebody's not following the rules around here.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I was busy making some art.
All right, we'll come back.
All right.
Oh, we
what's
have
the
a spirit shout out.
I got to ring this bell over here again.
Raphael had a cat named Simon.
What do you know? I think I'm better than your husband, honey. Why don't you let me pinch it for him for a little bit? Yeah. So your cat is doing fine. Simon says he's doing fine. Simon says he's doing great, and Simon says he loves you. So that's a little Simon saying hi to you. All right. Good for you.
Kathy's husband's name, Dad's name was Edwin.
So she wants a message from Edwin or the cat.
Well, either one. Yeah.
I'm going to see if Cat Daddy Edwin's got a message for you. He's talking about something big that happened in July. I don't know what the month of July is for anyway. You know, spring finishes, get straight to summer in August. You know what I'm saying? Waste that time with Independence Day and all that stuff. All right. Something happened in July. I'll tell you something else about Mr. Edwin here. He is taking his hat off and tipping it to you to say hello to you. He's having a barbecue on the other side. I don't know what that's about. It's flipping burgers and flipping steaks. He's just having a good old time, having a feast on the other side. That's about, maybe that's what it's about, July 4th barbecues or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, he got the cat. He's all right. You're headed somewhere next month. He's saying you're headed somewhere next month. You got a little bit of travel to do. Edwin's going to be a bit of your travel agent, honey. He's got his captain's hat on. He's like, I'll fly you anywhere you need to go. You need to get out there and see, change of scenery is what I'm saying here. What's her name? Is she still Kathy or not?
Yeah, she's still Kathy. You still Kathy?
Or not?
She said, as long as it's not the cat, he is cooking.
She's a funny one. Kathy gave me a call sometime. 3 times, if you know what I mean.
Okay, you ready?
Another spirit shout out.
Okay, talk louder, Erica.
Okay.
Who's Erica? Who's Erica?
Oh, I'm sorry, Delia.
Thank you. Okay, Carrie, high vibes. Her husband, Nicholas, is missing part of his finger.
All right. Hi, Nicholas. Guess you know who I am. If he's watching, you got a little message coming up for you. It is time to kick this next gear up in your career. And it's sort of like a pinky promise. We'll use that little finger. on that hand, you got to make a pinky promise to yourself that you are going to take some chances in your career now. You're going to do some things that are out of the box, and that is coming to you straight from a very magical wizard on the other side by the name of Merlin. That's one of your spirit guides. I like wizards.
Do you?
Yeah,
Do you get along with them?
I do when they're not around and their wives are co-hosting with me. We get along just fine as long as they're not around. Huh?
Well, people are saying hi to you over here. They're saying hi, Beetlejuice.
Hi there.
All right. You ready to go to the next question?
I am.
Happy October. This is Steph from Olympia, Washington.
Washington.
May I ask about my spirit animal tonight or any messages from my spirit team? Thank you.
Well, your spirit team is saying it is time to tap away. Not just to journal, but to tap away. You got a lot of things to type out. It's kind of like you got a spirit guide with an old typewriter. You know, in the times of like Thomas Edison and those people and Tesla and all of them, they used to use typewriters. I was just 167. I was a youngin', you know what I'm saying? Well, the time has come for you to start writing down and putting into intention, right in the written word, what you want to do and what you want from this next 6 months of your life, because you got a lot of power with you right now. You got a lot of magic going on with you. And so anything that you say and set your mind to right now, look, it's a season, you know, when the soil is fertile, you know, there's a season for it. And I'm telling her the soil is fertile for her to just set her intentions, because she's got a little extra juice going on right now.
You
and
hear that?
That is it.
Straight from Beetlejuice's mouth, Steph.
You got the spirit guy that's bringing that message. His name is Samuel Morse.
Samuel Morse.
Yeah, Morse code.
Morse code.
Yeah. Dot dot dash 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 dot dot. Don't look that up, honey, because you might not be able to say what I said on the air.
Okay. All right, ready for the next one? Carla Vargas Fuster. Yes, I would love to know about my past lives. Thank you.
Carla Vargas Fuster.
That's right.
Carla, it's been a long time since you've seen Beetlejuice, hasn't it? How you doing, babe? Let me look into your past lives and see what I can tell you. All right. I want to tell you something. You have dancing feet. Girl, you have dancing feet. You were a kind of a tribal, no, it is a kind of a temple dancer. You know, those temples down in all those countries, you know what I'm talking about? They got dots on their heads and bells on their feet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think your husband knows about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about him too much tonight, babe. All right. You were a temple dancer, Carla, and used to dance barefoot in the temples. At that time, the temple dancer was the one who would kind of inspire the people in devotional acts, you know, and give them a little something to look at and think about when they're trying to connect with the divine energy. And you were that. And it would be good for you to dance barefoot and put on some of that rhythmic music. Maybe I should learn some belly dancing. That would be good. We could do a Zoom while you do it also, if you know what I mean. All right.
Okay. Jackie Carrillo. Any messages from my spirit guides?
Jackie Carrillo, how you doing, babe? Let me see what you got going on. I got a message from you, for you. There is a singer. She left your planet a little earlier, and it was Amy Winehouse. You know her?
Yes.
Yeah, you kind of look like
That's
her going
right.
on tonight, right?
I look like Amy Winehouse right now.
She was a damn good singer, wasn't she?
Yes, she
But
was.
she's got a little message for you. She's fine. She had a little trouble on the planet, but she doesn't have any of those troubles anymore. She came here to show you something, give you something to think about, listen to, and she wants you to know something, Jackie, that you have to speak from your heart. That's what she did with her music. She was right there with her heart. She didn't pull any punches when it came to her singing. She just let you have it. Mm-hmm. And she danced it the way she wanted to dance. She sang the way she wanted to sing. And she let you have it. And so they're saying, let the truth flow through you in like a creative way, Mm-hmm. Don't go blasting, that you're pissed off in somebody's face. You might get yourself in trouble with that one. Mm-hmm. But have a little tact, I'm Beetlejuice. I got a lot of tact,
Yeah, right. All right.
So she wants you to know that, and let yourself be in your creative expression, but know that you got to express your truth, but do it in a way that draws people in rather than pushes them away. So be careful with your words. And she's coming through to say that. Play a little bit of her music. And
Carla says that she used to dance since she was a baby, and she always wanted to be a dancer.
What do you know, Carla? I think I like this gig.
Can you get used to it?
I'll get used to you, baby.
So sick. The cringe level is so high right now. Are you going to let me talk tonight, Beetlejuice? What are you going to do if I need to answer some questions?
I'm going to eat these Cheetos right here.
Somebody called you Rizzle Juice.
Rizzle Juice? Oh, no.
Wait, she gets to ask her question just for saying that.
Yeah. Okay, ask the question, Delia, loud.
Said Beetlejuice, I can't stop smiling. Rizzle Juice, I am impressed. I am Rose. Just wondering if you have any message or insight from my spirit guide.
Are you chewing on the microphone?
You got a problem with that, baby? Just be happy that I'm eating and it's not going the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, can everybody feel really sorry for me right now? Like, it's so gross.
Happy Halloween. Aren't you glad you tuned in? You were feeling sad. You thought, I'm going to talk to that Riz guy. Get a few messages from Grandma. Been through all that trauma, that pain. People died. You lost your job, broke your leg. Your dog fell off the roof. You didn't see Beetlejuice yet. All kinds of stuff happened, so they tune in to feel better. What do they get? A guy eating Cheetos. That's why we can scroll past, click it off then.
Oh my god.
Oh
Do you have
my
message
God.
for Rose?
Rose.
She's the one that calls you Rizzle Juice.
Rizzle Juice.
How you doing, Rose?
Rizzle Juice, Rizzle Juice, Rizzle Juice.
I got a message for you, Rose. You need to practice your handwriting. Start writing cards. Go be old-fashioned for a second, Rose. I know your name is kind of old-fashioned, but you need to maybe live up to it. Rose is kind of a grandma's name, isn't it? Well, listen, you got a lot of nice-looking grandmas out there. Send me a picture, Rose. All right. Rose, here's what you need to do. Go to the drugstore and walk past all the aisles of candy and go straight to the greeting cards and buy 5 greeting cards, Rose. And I want you to write out the greeting cards and say something special to 5 people. I want you to pick 2 people who would expect it, 2 people who would not expect it, and 1 person that is you had a little bit of an issue with, and now you just want to send them a nice greeting card. How's that?
She says she's a grandma. She is a grandma.
Well, you age like fine wine, Rose.
Well, grandmas come young, too.
Don't let those rose petals wilt, sister.
Oh, my God. Okay. Are we ready to go to the next one?
I think I got some spirit shout-outs.
More spirit shout-outs.
Yeah. There is a gentleman here who worked on the train systems in America. He worked on the train lines. I think this is somebody's grandfather. He worked for the trains. If that was your old man or your old man's old man, let me know. I'll give you a message from him. And I got 2 more spirit shout-outs. Is this thing on?
Yes.
All right, then. What we got here?
Okay, so
There's somebody here, and their catchphrase was about pudding. You know what pudding is? The proof is in the pudding. One of your friends on the other side was always saying to you, the proof is in the pudding, and they're here to let you know about that. Third thing is somebody watching here has got in their room right now a baby doll. You got a baby doll in the room you're sitting in right now, and You're not 5 or 6 years old. You're a grown person, but you got a baby doll in there. Let me know if that's you, and I'll give you a little message there. Till then, I'm going to eat these weird, crunchy orange things. I thought they were my teeth.
Do you have a message for Buckshot, Paul? Because he had a hard week this week. And he's wondering if you got a message for him.
How you doing, Buckshot? Happy Halloween. Did you pick your costume out yet? Go to work in your costume. Let him see how that looks at That's the guy that fixes cables and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, but I don't think he works with employees because he's watching us all the time.
Maybe that's the problem. You spend all your time watching psychics on YouTube, Buckshot. Maybe you should do some work for a change.
He's always working.
Look at me.
Says.
I'm always working.
That's true. You always are working.
I'm always working something, babe. Hey, Buckshot, I got to tell you something. You have within you a lot of good healing energy, a lot of good mojo in you, and you're a great cheerleader for people. You were a cheerleader for yourself. That's how you pulled yourself out of the dumps, and you brought yourself up out of the underworld into the upper world.
He says he works from home.
Good for him. That means he can be wearing his pajamas, or he can be naked when he works too. Don't send me any pictures of that, Buckshot. But I'll tell you something, Buckshot. You need to start singing to yourself as you're working. Take a singing break twice a day. Put on some of those songs you loved when you were 16 or 17. You know, those are real headbanging songs. You know, Beetlejuice likes to headbang too. You know what I'm saying?
No comment.
Nope.
Okay, so do you want to take a break for a second while I take a question?
Sure.
Well, it looks like I don't know what you're doing.
You got a nice chocolate chip cookie over here.
Are you going to eat the entire time? Ew! Are you chomping on the microphone?
I'm chomping on this orange thing. I don't know if I'm chomping on the microphone.
Oh, I'm sure they hear you in like Dolby surround sound of you chomping.
Spirit shout out.
All right,
Spirit
let's ring
shout
the bell.
out.
So Connie Phillips' boss, Bill Beckner, used to say the proof is in the pudding all the time.
Well, Bill has to be dead. Is he dead, Connie?
Tell us, Connie, if he's dead.
He better be.
He said used to, but
Well, if he used to do
other
it.
Spirit shout out.
Yeah.
Kim S. Her grandfather Mitchell, who is dead, was a porter, which is connected to trains.
That's right. Well, let's talk about Mitchell. That's Grandpa Mitchell. Is that what you said?
Yes.
He just wants to let you know that that train on the way to the other side in heaven, he went first class. But he was very nice to those people on that train, and he had a lot of joy working on the train system. And he's getting all of his good, just rewards. You know, he believed in heaven that was going to reward you. They didn't want to disappoint him, so they gave him some rewards on the other side.
Connie says he is unliving.
Unliving.
And
That was Bill, the one who said the proof is in the pudding.
Well, if Bill is unliving, Connie, then that means that you're undead. Isn't that right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
I'm smarter than I look, hun.
Okay.
Bill wants to say hi to you, Connie, and he wants you to know that when you watch Psychic Sundays and listen to Riz and Beetlejuice tonight, that the proof is in the pudding right here on Psychic Sundays. I gotta hand this to that guy, Riz the Wiz. Ain't no other psychic on YouTube, is there? Doing 2 hours of live readings every Sunday night.
Nope.
I like that guy.
Yes. So,
Oh, God.
should I answer some questions?
Sure, babe.
All right. So, Patricia Sullivan asked, I would like to ask Lady O a question. How can I navigate this new journey of awakening that I'm experiencing now? Well, Patricia, congratulations on your journey. I want to say a couple things. First of all, don't give yourself a timeline. There's no rush. And also understand that the more evolved you become and the more spiritual you become, the more fun you have. If you get more serious, it could be a stage, but always catch that and realize that if you're serious, that means you're tight. If you're tight, it's not good for your body. It's not good for your mind. It's not good for your spirit. And it's hard to have fun when you're feeling uptight or
That's
sad.
right. Some people say I'm too serious.
No, you don't suffer from that at all. But if you're going through your healing journey, sometimes you have to get serious if you're taking care of yourself in a big way, but always keep a perspective that there's more and there's always room for more freedom. So just always remember that it doesn't get more serious as you evolve. You actually start to have more fun as you evolve. And that's something that you have to always keep in mind when you're going through your healing journey, because it's so intense. When you're going through a healing journey, it's really, really intense. So you're going to have to just keep remembering it's a stage. It's a stage. It's a stage. And always know that everybody's healing journey is different. Everybody's path is different. So some people can have their breakthroughs really super fast and evolve really quickly. And some people take longer because you're just different the way you handle everything. So don't compare yourself to others. And
It's good to be different, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Beetlejuice is very good to be different. And so it is so hard for me to focus and concentrate right now. But
It's for me too, babe.
Okay, well, I hope that just gave you a little push on the swing, and come back for more questions in the future if you have any, but hopefully that gives you a little encouragement.
If you're just tuning in, welcome to the most serious healing show on YouTube.
Okay, Beetlejuice, we have another question for you.
All right.
Bernadette wants to know, what is her spirit guide, which spirit guide is working for her right now?
Well, they do work for you. Spirit guides that are working with her right now.
Yes.
It is in reinventing yourself. That's what's going on here. Bernadette, there's going to be a reinvention at the coming of the year, right around January. Take a little break in January to, the holiday season. And sometimes you need a holiday from the holiday, You're working even harder at that time. But Bernadette, you need to be somewhere warm. You need to be somewhere where there's palm trees and crystal clear water. Get yourself there, darling, and I'll meet you there too if you want me to. I'll look great in a bathing suit. You ever see me Beetlejuice in a Speedo, babe?
Don't think I want to.
Don't knock it till you try it. All right, Bernadette.
Did you?
This is going to be the time of reinvention for you, Bernadette. Spirit guide that is working with you. Who is this right here? I'm going to call her the Butterfly Queen. She's very beautiful. Looks like a stained glass painting. You into butterflies, Bernadette? If you aren't, you should be. The message is that you're going to find yourself reinventing yourself after January. February is the time for that. So relax. Don't work too hard right now trying to rack your brains on what to do next. It's going to have a lot to do with how you're promoting yourself and kind of new, fresh energy for your business, whatever that may be. I'm kind of a business owner myself.
Do you? What is it that you do?
I got a 5-star rating, babe.
Why do you have a cookie on your lap?
Because I couldn't have you on my lap, babe.
Oh, God. I'm not going to make it. I'm actually not going to make it.
Got to sink my teeth into something, huh?
Oh. There's a cookie on your lap.
I got a joke for you. I got a joke for everybody out there.
Okay.
Shoot.
Guy walks into a psychiatrist's office wearing nothing but a plastic suit. The shrink takes one look at him and says, "Well, I can clearly see your nuts."
Oh my God.
And all the guys laugh in the audience. Beetlejuice, it is so gross. I am so looking forward to when Riz comes back. I can't even tell you.
Give the guy a break, babe.
Okay.
He's the hardest working man in the psychic business.
That's true.
He's the James Brown of psychic readings.
He's the same James Brown of psychic
He's the
readings.
James Brown of psychic readings at Riz. He's the hardest working man in the psychic business.
This is true.
You should know.
I do know.
Give the guy
Okay.
a break.
So Melody Longhurst, she is responding to a shout out. Did you?
This is about the doll.
So she does have a doll.
Yes.
She pulled her doll out of storage and she now lays on her bed.
That's really nice, Melody. Well, the message is to grow up.
Oh!
All right. I tricked you there, Melody. You likely feel right for it, for Beetlejuice. All right, let me tell you the message here, Melody. That baby, that is representing a lot of magic coming up for you because you are rebirthing. Now, your spirit guides told me you had a little baby the next year. You're plain old, good old adult. But you got the kid that's alive in you. And there's a good piece of advice I got for you. And maybe for all of you who are watching right now. you got to be the kid and the adult at the same time. But you can't be the kid. You can't be the child and the adult. You can be the kid and the adult. The kid likes to kid around, but being the child and the adult, well, the child's going to give you a bunch of problems. They're throwing tantrums and all kinds of things like that. You never want to act childish, but you definitely want to kid around. So that's a message for you coming through, straight for you. Melody Long. Hey, Melody, that's the short of it. Melody Longhurst.
All right. You ready for the next one?
I sure am. Ready as I'll ever be, babe.
Okay, Claire Dunn.
Claire Dunn.
I just had a birthday, and I'm wondering if my guides have any messages for me regarding my future and or my health. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
All right, babe. Don't look in the closet.
Oh, God.
Let's see, what was her name? Claire Dunn. What is this thing, by the way?
That's a shrimp.
What?
It's a frozen shrimp that Delia left on the...
Why is it frozen?
Oh, is it frozen?
Wait, I thought I had them all.
Oh, no, you cooked it.
How did it fall out of my...
Her shrimp fell out of her cup.
Don't you hate when that happens? If I had a nickel for every time a shrimp fell out of a cup.
I'll take that.
Thanks, Delia.
You're welcome.
Hope this spiritual birthday message didn't interfere with your shrimp cocktail snack.
Not at all.
All right. Claire, sorry for the interruption, babe. Happy birthday. Hope you're not feeling too old. What gift did you give yourself? Did you buy yourself a new outfit? Gotta tell you something. Yellow's your color, babe. Yellow is the color of this next year. That's the color of the chakra that you need to work on, and that is put yellow into everything. Buy yourself some yellow roses. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Gold, gold, gold. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Claire, I want to tell you something. I got a message for you, Claire. And this is real special. It takes a hell of a psychic to talk to the undead, the unliving, whatever you want to call it. That's politically correct. But Beetlejuice isn't very politically correct. Am I channeling your Riz Oriah or Riz Oriah channeling me?
Yeah, at this point, I don't know.
Claire, I got to tell you something. Get yourself.
She says, I never wear it. Claire says, oh, wow, I never wear it. Thank you. Wow, okay.
You got to wear yellow, girl. Why? Why do you ask? I got to wear yellow. Funny that you should ask that, Claire. Yellow is the third chakra up from, the fun chakras. Yellow chakra. I call the first two chakras the fun chakras. Have you noticed none of the other chakras are fun?
Oh, my God.
What kind of fun?
I'm actually not going to make it through this. I'm not going to make it through this podcast. Oh, my God.
So once you get past the fun chakras, you get to the boring chakras. But don't let that stop you, Claire. The yellow chakras.
Boring chakras?
Yeah. Who cares? So what? Your heart's open and your third eye's open. So what? What's it ever gotten you? Anyway, all the fun you ever had was with your first two chakras anyway. So you try to align all the rest of the chakras, trying to get back to the fun you had in the first two chakras. What kind of a life is that? That's why I say come on over to this side. All right now, Claire.
Oh, my God.
The yellow chakra.
Okay.
Do I look like an expert on the chakras or what? The yellow chakra is there. That's your sense of self in the world, Your sense of self in the world. It's a very neglected chakra, by the way. It's the most neglected chakra according to Google. Type that into Google sometime or ChatGPT. What's the most neglected chakra? They'll tell you straight up. The yellow one.
Which one is the yellow one? Somebody asked.
It's the first boring one. It's the first boring one. It's the third one. The first two are the fun ones. The third one, it starts to get boring. I just like to say what everybody's thinking.
Oh, my God.
But afraid to say.
Oh, my God.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Oh, my God. Well, what's happening is people can barely even text because they're crying, laughing so hard right now, and they're like dying. They're dying. I'm dying. Oh, my God. Okay.
Sounds like a party to me if everybody's dying.
It's true.
Anybody got a dead uncle or dead grandpa out there? Want to talk to him?
Oh, God. Tim.
Why don't you name this show the Dead Grandpa Show? That's where it seems to be. Everybody wants a message from their dead grandpa. Give your dead grandpa a break. He was tired of you when he was alive. He certainly don't want to hear from you now.
God. Oh my God.
Give the man a break.
I'm actually not going to make it. I'm actually not going to make it.
You wouldn't leave him alone when he was alive, wanting to sit on his knee, wanting to go on his boat, wanting him to take you to Disneyland. Now the man is dead. You still want a message from him. Leave him alone. Talk to me.
Riz is never going to believe what happened today. When Riz comes back and finds out what you have done, he's going to be very, very surprised.
Oh, God.
Are you ready to go to the next?
Feel the energy building out there.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
It's just nonstop laughter.
Maybe you guys will hit 400,000 tonight.
Oh, we're going to hit 400,000. That's right. We're almost at 400,000, right? Yeah, we have 399,000 subscribers.
Oh, we're so close.
We have to do something, huh?
Celebrate that, like when we hit the 400 would be
Yeah.
special.
Yeah. little strip poker. You guys strip and I'll keep a poker face.
No.
Okay, we're going to go to the next question quickly. Okay. Anna Munoz. Hey there, ready to dive into the mystical today? Maybe my spirit guides are ready to spill the tea. I'd love to know their names and if they have any cosmic advice for me right now. Thank you.
I like how she's kind of flowery and poetic with her language.
Yeah.
Nice try, Anna. Anyway, all right. Here's some messages for you. You got a spirit guide working for you, and it is a grand architect that is working with you right now, Anna. I'm trying to get his name here. He's the one that, that museum in New York, that one that looks like a little upside down kind of a muffin or something. What's that called, Delia?
What?
It's an art museum in New York City. You're supposed to be smart, aren't you?
You're supposed to be smart.
Upside down muffin?
Yeah.
He said you're supposed to be smart.
The Guggenheim or something like that.
The Guggenheim.
The what?
The Guggenheim.
The Guggenheim. Get yourself to the Guggenheim Museum, girl.
This is spiral.
All right. The architect that made that, the architects are showing me that museum. Now, here's something you got to listen to right now, Anna. There's a museum in New York City called the Guggenheim. And the guy that built it was real smart. If you think about it, you just got to walk up these spirals and you get to see all the paintings. And then you walk back down, you get to see them again instead of getting lost in rooms and stuff. And it's the building is a work of art. And inside the work of art are works of art. Ain't that something?
That's something.
And that is what your spirit guides want you to know, that anything that you do, you got to present it. It doesn't matter what you're making, that it has got to be in a special package too. It's not just that you have what a good product is, so to speak. You got to know how to package that product, because that's the thing that appeals to people. And if anybody knows how to package a product, babe,
That's right.
it's you two over here.
That's true.
I think I might take over the show.
Yeah, I can see that already.
Give Riz a break.
Yeah, I can see Riz is definitely not coming
right.
back tonight. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
We're just going to have to just stick it out. Okay, we're in this together.
Looks like somebody sent you 5 cents over there. Thanks a lot. Now you can get all that stuff you wanted. Message from Grandpa's worth at least 5 cents, don't you think?
Oh, my God.
Beetlejuice thanks you for your generosity.
Okay, here we go. Quickly to the next one. Christine Maria, Corvallis, Oregon here. You guys look awesome. Thank you. It's so much fun. I believe my spirit guides are
She's
trying
got two
to.
first names, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
That's like me, Beetle and Juice. You thought that Juice is not my last name, by the way.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Can't get answers out of me that easy, babe.
All right. So,
It's going to take a lot more than chocolate chip cookies and Cheetos.
oh my God. I believe my spirit guides are trying to tell me something, and I'm having a hard time deciphering it. Any help? Much thanks.
What's this person's name?
Christine Marie.
Christine Marie.
Yes.
Your spirit guides are trying to tell you something. Let me tune in for you. Well, Christine, I gotta tell you something. You're a pretty sensitive person over there. I was gonna say chick, but you're gonna get in trouble if I say chick. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go back to the underworld anyway. You're a pretty sensitive person. You know how when you're working on your computer, you can have a lot of windows open. You know what I'm saying? You just keep opening windows, and you got one after the other. Then your computer starts to get real slow. What they're telling me is that you got a lot of things going on, different thoughts that you have compartmentalized, and you're constantly trying to organize your thoughts. The reason why you haven't been able to hear your spirit guide so well is that you're afraid that if you let go of one thing that you've been working on, it means that you're pushing it aside, that you're not paying attention to it, and so you're not doing the work on yourself. And what they're trying to say is just keep 2 windows open, babe. Or 3, keep 2 windows that you're working on, and a third window that you don't want anybody to see, if you know what I mean. It's kind of computing Beetlejuice lacks. That means focus on 2 things and let the other stuff fall away for now. You got to have your priorities. Your priorities are that your peace of mind is number 1, and you got too many things that you're thinking about, even stuff that you haven't even done anything about. You're thinking about it, and that's not always good because it's like kind of like you're keeping something on such a low flame on the stovetop that it's never going to cook. So just put two pots on the front burners and boil that water. Then you start cooking. By the way, that's another message for you. Make sure that you are cooking your own food right now. Cooking your own food instead of spending money outside. But kind of clean out the pantry and throw away stuff that is not doing you too much good. 90% healthy, 10% unhealthy. 90% healthy means stuff like 90% pizza, sugar, cornstarch, high fructose corn syrup, 90% of that stuff, 10%. You got to have the unhealthy stuff like carrots and vegetables and stuff like that.
Are you ready for your next question?
My body is mostly 90% Cheetos. 10% worms.
I knew you were going to say that. Because I actually felt like I visually saw a worm coming out of your mouth.
Well, that's why you call it Psychic Sundays, everybody.
Okay, Andrea Smith.
Welcome to the number 1 source for healing on YouTube.
Well, I'm glad you take this show really seriously.
Looks like somebody sent you another 20 cents. Look at that, everybody. Somebody sent 20 cents. Well, they want to know the secret of life. That must be worth at least 20 cents.
Oh, my God. Should I get up and just walk out of the room?
Keep going.
Oh, he won't stop. He will not stop.
Happy Halloween, everybody. It's going to be that kind of a month.
Oh, my gosh.
Riz is taking the month off.
He's taking the month off? Oh, this is going to be very interesting.
Well, isn't October the holy month for all psychics and people like that?
Yes, it is. That's it.
Give the man a break. That's my slogan for tonight. And every night in October, give the man a break, give Grandpa a break, and give Riz the Wiz a break. You got Beetlejuice giving you messages. I got spirit shout-outs coming up for you right now.
Oh, God. Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
There is somebody here who passed away, and they buried them. To me, it looks like a violin. They were buried with the violin, or the violin was their symbol, what they played, but it looks to me like they were buried with that violin. And that person you know of may not be your direct relative, but that's a very unusual thing to do, don't you think, Delia?
Absolutely.
You're into unusual things, Delia.
I love them.
Or we'll talk about it later, babe. All right. So let me know if that was your grandpa, your grandma, or somebody else that you loved. All right. I got another spirit shout out for you. There is an interesting the initials are like JV. You got that?
Got it.
All right then.
You look really comfortable sitting there like that.
Oh, we got the violin.
All right, who was the violin?
So
Kimberly.
My grandfather was buried with his fiddle.
There you go.
His name was EJ.
EJ. Well, EJ is here to say hi about the violin. I'm pretty impressed with myself right now, by the way. God damn.
Maybe we'll get another 20 cents.
Yeah, maybe you'll get another 20 cents.
That's at least worth it.
Somebody send 20 cents right now. That is worth at least 22 cents, don't you think?
At least 20
Hey, Hippie Love. I know Hippie Love is out there. Hippie Love, send us 22 cents right now. Got so many goddamn messages. Send 22 cents right now, Hippie Love. All right, then.
Okay.
Your grandpa was buried with his violin, his fiddle.
She has his other fiddle too, she said.
You have his other fiddle. Maybe you'll be buried with that fiddle. Why not? Nothing wrong with dying, you know. Just got to live a life. The problem isn't dying. The problem is not really living. Hey, I said something pretty healing, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Sorry about that. All right. So, Grandpa's saying hi with the fiddle. And I got to say it again. I'm pretty impressed with myself for very specific messages.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
You're doing pretty good, Beetlejuice, considering Riz is not here. You're actually doing really good.
What you got there, babe?
This is a water bong.
No, it's not.
It's a water bong.
Erica gave me a present, and she said, I thought it was really cute. And she handed it to me, and I said, why are you giving me a water bong? And she said, it's not a water bong, it's a cup.
It's not.
Why don't you get a little sip of that over here then, babe?
Yeah, it's just regular water.
All right, then.
So, would you like to straighten up? Straighten up, sit right, represent.
I didn't get where I am by doing things right, babe.
Oh. Hey,
That's
Beetlejuice.
true.
Yeah.
I have a grandpa with initials JFE. Is that close enough to JV or no?
It is a grandpa, isn't it?
It is a grandpa.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, so that's still.
Ask this person if they got any Latin blood in this family.
Okay.
Because there's some Latin blood in that. Then I'll know if it's the right person. Shall we keep going?
Yes, let's
All
keep
right.
going. Oh my gosh. Okay. So are we on Andrea Smith next? I think so. Andrea Smith.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey Riz, Lady O, Erica, I would absolutely love messages from my spirit guides and to know who they are right now. Thank you.
Andrea Smith.
Andrea Smith.
All right. Let me see what we got over here.
Oh my God. I'm trying to recuperate.
Well, I'll tell you. You got a message right now coming through from Enoch. That is, I don't even know how to spell that.
ENOCH.
Well, thank you, Smarty Pants. ENOCH. I think Delia checked out and Erica stepped back in for that one. Enoch. Enoch are a very highly evolved bunch of spirit guides, and they're with you. And here is the message. You want to know what the message was? Hello. She wanted to know what the message was.
What? Are you saying me?
Yeah. No, I'm talking to the person behind you.
Wait, what'd you
The
guys
person in the
want?
painting on the wall behind you. That's who I'm asking the question.
She wasn't
I
listening.
wasn't. I'm deep in the chat and I'm creating massive global art right now.
What's this person's name again?
Andrea Smith.
So you got a spirit team with you. They're called Enoch. They have many voices that speak as one, and they're working with you about your level of communication. You actually have a way with words that's going to come out of you. You are here to begin to develop how to facilitate communication between people. You're kind of like a hub. You're going to be a real interesting hub, bringing people together. And don't worry, those people are going to get together and they're going to create stuff, but you're going to be in the center of it all. That's the kind of energy that you have. You're not getting out of your own way right now. You need a little bit more pep in your step, a little more pride in your stride. You know what I'm saying?
Can you sit up? Can you just sit up, please?
You see what I like about my costume right here? Is that it makes me look like I have a belly.
Yeah, but also in this image I'm looking at, you look like you're about 2 feet tall. And you are 6'3".
Beetlejuice can be any size, babe. Size doesn't matter, though.
Why is there cookies all over your lap?
You know what I ask myself on other days? It's funny you ask that. I ask myself on other days, why are there not cookies and crumbs on my lap? And you know, that's a good message for you, Andrea. You should ask yourself, why am I not having big, sloppy fun? You know, being sloppy is not a bad thing, especially if you're creating. The process of creation can be very sloppy. Look at any great artist in the studio. Look at anybody who's trying to build something, draw something. It can be sloppy. Sometimes it's just sloppy while you are just busy in your laboratory. So Enoch is urging you now to understand that the power of your words, Andrea, are going to bring you the kind of success. Success, you know what this means right here, right? That means gold at your feet. And it's coming for you. You just got to let it flow through you. You kind of open up your channel now, Andrea. Get a couple of good books on it, or watch some videos on how to let the spirit guides kind of give you messages. You're ready for that, all right?
Do you know people are going to actually try to tell their friends and family after the show's over? They're going to try to say that Beetlejuice gave them a actual psychic message. How are they actually going to say that with a straight face? That they actually got a message from Beetlejuice. Oh my gosh.
Was of Latin origin.
All right, then. Silver. Is that her name, Silver?
Yeah.
I had a horse named Silver.
Did you?
Yeah. He's dead now.
Is he on the other side with you?
Sure is.
Do you ride him?
No comment.
Well, let's go to the next question.
All right, then. So, Silver, what I want to say to you is that Grandpa's over here, and want to let you know that he's doing real well. Want to give you a little kind of like keep your chin up right now. You know, sometimes, you know, some people say it's raining outside, carry an umbrella, right? Because you don't want to get walking in the rain. He's like, what about singing in the rain? You know, some people don't have an umbrella. They say, I just want the rain to just come down on me, because the rain is here to fertilize the soil and have things grow. So if you're feeling a little rain in your life right now, don't worry about it. It's here to make you grow more. All right. Grandpa's watching you.
All right. How you feeling?
Am I presentable for you enough now, babe?
Yeah, actually.
All right, then. I aim to please.
Beetlejuice.
I am unhinged right now. I can't take this.
Oh my God. I can't believe what is happening right now.
I can't.
I want to like crawl in a hole.
You're taking this show to a whole new level, babe.
Oh yeah, I definitely am.
I don't know if the level's up or down, but it's certainly a whole new level.
Okay, so if anybody has any questions for moi, Lydia / Lydio, give
There's somebody who's watching right now, and I want you to help them. They need to know some answers about what is happening to their body. There's somebody here who had popped out, who's watching right now, who has popped out their kneecap. It can become dislocated, and sometimes it clicks and clacks, and they have to put it back in or something like that. If that's you, talk to Lydio.
But what am I going to say
and
about
Lydia.
that?
Talk to them about how the knees, you know, what they represent.
Oh, okay.
You're
Thank
real
you.
good with that, the different parts of the body. I think
That's
it's a good
true.
time for people to ask about what kind of pains in the body, what they represent spiritually.
That's true. All right. So while we're waiting for that,
Yeah, I had a real pain in the neck once. I gave her a name. It's Erica.
okay. Delia, where are we? I'm completely lost.
We are on Brian. No, wait. Jennifer.
Why not Brian? You haven't talked to any men
All
lately.
right, let's do Brian. Brian wants to know, how can I be better in tune with my guides?
Brian, good to hear from a man, you know. I'll tell you something. There was a gentleman by the name of Colonel Sanders, and he started off, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and now people don't seem to like it. They say it's not good food, you know. They think it's junk food and fast food. But the Colonel, that wasn't his intention when he started Kentucky Fried Chicken. Colonel Sanders' intention was to provide a wholesome meal to people. So he had the chicken fried fresh. He had the potatoes cut and mashed and all that kind of stuff. And he was trying to provide an affordable meal to people. And it was a good thing when Colonel Sanders came out. And it was, as he said, finger looking good, wasn't it? And but think about that, Brian, that Colonel Sanders, he succeeded when he was much older, you know. And it's never too late, Brian. So don't get upset about you're not moving fast enough. Colonel Sanders became a legend, and you can be a legend too, Brian, but you got to know that things take time. And the reason why it's taking you more time is that there's much more going on. Whatever it is that you're going to create has a lot more layers to it. Now, here's the thing. Here's a message for you, Brian. You got to put a time stamp on something. If you're creating something, you say, I'm going to be done by this particular date. It doesn't matter if it's not fully done yet. I'm going to give it till that date. And you want anything that you're creating to be kind of hot off the press, hot off the grill, hot out of the frying pan into the fire kind of thing. And Brian, think of Colonel Sanders. Think about how he started when he was a little bit older in life. And back then, even if you were a success, even at 35 or 40, that was considered old, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Look at me. I'm sitting now, and I'm only 622 years old. You got that, Brian?
Okay, so somebody has a dislocated knee. My left knee popped out yesterday and this morning at Steph's stash. So I'll take that question if you want to take a break.
Sorry to hear about that. What's the person's name? Steph. Sorry to hear about that. But your spirit guides wanted to get this message to you. I know they knew you were watching live. So, Lydia, take it away.
Thank you very much, Beetlejuice. So I'm barely surviving this podcast, but we will get to it. So knees represent support, flexibility, feeling secure and stable in your life. If it pops out, it means that your body's trying to say it's time for you to consider being more flexible in your thinking. It also means that you don't feel supported in your life. You don't feel that you can stand on your own 2 feet calmly and peacefully. And it also means that you are kind of rigid in your thinking. And so therefore, in order for you to be flexible, something has to dislocate. So this is why it's really important that when your body starts speaking to you, it's the last resort. When your higher self, your angel self is trying to give you a message and you're not listening, what will happen is it'll create the message and the conversation will be manifested in your actual physical body, because that's the last resort, last step to get your attention. And so it's just really telling you it's time for you to just change the way you receive information. Take on new ideas and new concepts and allow yourself to have at least 1 or 2 new ways of thinking per day. Just try to start getting out of a routine of the same conversations in your head, same thoughts. Try to start thinking about new things and try to teach yourself something new, like take a little class online or something just to expand your mind, because you need to teach yourself how to be more flexible in your life. Of course, go to the doctor, get your knee fixed, but also remember that this is just the beginning, because if you don't start changing now, there's going to be more and more problems ahead with the body, because you need to start relaxing this rigidity inside of you.
Anytime anything is dislocated, it means that something is you need some kind of new alignment in your life. You're trying to get aligned with stability. Now, sometimes being flexible is not just in the body, but in the mind as well, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I can be smart sometimes too, you see.
You have been doing really good, actually. Since I was talking, I wasn't able to...
Give it a few seconds, it'll change.
I'm sure it will. I can't keep up.
That's what he said.
Oh my gosh. Imagine if Michael Keaton got a link to this podcast right now. If anybody knows Michael Keaton, I'm sure he'd get a...
Who?
Oh, you wouldn't know who he is. Don't even bother. Just some guy. Don't worry about it. Okay, so you ready for your next question, or do you have any spirit shout-outs?
I do have a spirit shout-out. How very psychic of you. Why don't you give me a little kiss?
Beetlejuice? Ew, I didn't even want to look, but I heard it. Whatever
That's
it
worth
was
a little
sounded
kiss,
nasty.
don't you think, guys?
At least you're not hacking up loogies. Is that how you say
right.
it?
Well, it's worth a little kiss. Somebody send us 3 cents right now. Why don't you? All right. I got a spirit shout-out, too. Are you ready?
Ready.
This is a spirit shout-out. It's an unusual name kind of thing. Well, it's not that unusual, but I can't get the name. It's kind of foreign sounding. Give me a few seconds. I'll come back to it because I got 2 other people here. One is a spirit guide coming through. All right then. One of your dreams was when you were a kid, you wanted to go see the bullfighting in Spain. You wanted to see the matadors, or you had a matador painting or something like that. You were into a matador. Maybe you were a matador for Halloween or something. But your spirit guide is showing that. If that is you, let us know, and I'll give you a little message there. I can't get the name. It's foreign. Maybe it'll come to me later. But I'm trying to get these people to start talking English to me. But
Well, because they're uncomfortable talking to you.
What could be more appealing than me? How'd you like me for a spirit guide? I got another spirit shout out for you.
Wait, where's my bell?
One of you. I got another spirit shout out for you. What are you ringing the bell for, babe?
I don't know. I'm a mess right now. I don't even know what's happening.
Keep it together.
I don't know what is happening right now.
You want a drink or something, ringing a bell? We don't have a butler, babe. You made me forget my spirit shout out.
Sorry.
That's how hot you are, babe. You made me forget my spirit shout out. Bet you never had somebody tell you that before.
Alrighty.
Somebody send us half a cent now, please. Try it. Just try to put in half a cent. It's the most healing show on YouTube. Welcome to it.
Here's 50 cents. That's the best message
Yeah.
I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Here's 50 cents.
Yeah. Thank you for connecting me with my long lost best friend who died when I was 9. Here's 6.5 cents.
I cannot believe what is happening right now. I actually really can't believe what's happening right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys don't understand the level of cringe that's happening in person here is so bad. I can't even focus or concentrate, and I have such a hard time. Okay, what are we doing right now? Am I giving you am I going down the list?
Yeah, you can ask Kaylee's question.
You can axe, she said.
I'm in shambles right now.
I didn't know you were from the Bronx, Delia.
I don't even know who I am right now.
She just said, I want to axe you something. Maybe it's because of Halloween. She wants to axe.
I'm trying to keep it together.
Looks like a little bit of the Bronx and Riz rubbed off on you. Anybody want to ask a question?
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, people are asking you to stay as a permanent host and join us. Oh my god, you guys don't understand what's happening. I'm falling apart. I'm like, my nose is running. I'm crying. My stomach hurts from laughing. Okay, so what are we doing? I saw another question. Okay, there's a question. Delia's trying to help me.
Hey, Lydia.
Send me support, you guys.
You guys look great. My name is Kaylee.
Hey, Kaylee. Riz ain't here. News flash for you, since you just only been watching an hour and a half. She's a real bright one.
I'm wondering if my guys have any messages for me right now. If I can get...
No. Next.
Okay, wait.
Your guides don't like you anymore. You're hassling Beetlejuice. Your guides are saying, get off my back.
Your guides don't like you.
Get off my back.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't breathe.
What's her name?
I can't breathe.
Her name is,
Oh my god.
her name is Kaylee.
Hey, Kaylee. Send me 1/15 of a cent right now. Try that. I'll give you a message. 1/15 of a cent.
Okay. Okay, I swear to God,
I take Starbucks gift cards too. I'll take Starbucks gift cards, Popeyes gift cards, and Jersey Mike's gift cards. You hear that, Buckshot? Buckshot, send me a Jersey Mike's Subway card. You know what I'm saying? Buckshot has to stop eating Subway sandwiches in his car.
Buckshot's eating Subway sandwiches in his
He
car?
is. He thinks I don't know, but he is.
Oh, shit.
Buckshot likes them Doritos.
Somebody says they may pee in the chair they're sitting in.
I like that. I like that. Send us a picture.
Wait, I got a question I want to ask you.
Oh, my God.
You want to?
Somebody says they need oxygen.
You want to ask me another question?
Yes, I can't control how I'm speaking.
Get a hold of yourself, babe.
I can't.
I have that effect on women.
Wait, I can't.
Kimberly, what?
Kimberly, what?
Kimberly wants to know.
I've lost all control of the show.
Kimberly says, can you give us a bedtime mantra to repeat that will help with dreams?
Sure.
Oh my
She's just asking for it, isn't she?
God. I have given
Talk
up.
about
I have given
talk
up
about walking right
completely.
into it tonight.
I have completely given
She wants
up.
a bedtime. Well, you're giving the right place right now, babe.
Oh my God.
Why don't you come closer? I'll give you a bedtime mantra. There's a bedtime mantra for you.
Oh my God.
Bring a friend. All right.
Oh my God.
A bedtime mantra before I go to bed.
Oh my God. I'm not going to make it. I'm actually not going to make it.
Now I lay me down to sleep.
Oh no.
I pray my soul for Beetlejuice to keep.
Okay.
All right. Here's a bedtime mantra for you. What is the goal, Kimberly, of your mantra? See, your mantra is for a reason.
Oh my God.
Help with dreams.
All right, that's a good one. I pointed right at her, made her feel special. Hey, Kimberly, that's a good one. Nobody's done that to Kimberly in a while. She needed a good pat on the back. She needed to be acknowledged and seen and heard. Kimberly, you're seen and heard.
Okay.
All right, here we go, Kimberly. If you want, and all you other kiddos out there, you want to have good dreams. What do you mean by a good dream anyway? A dream that helps you figure out what's happening in the waking dream, which is your life from when your eyes open.
Yeah.
All right, here's a mantra for you, and I'm gonna channel it for you right now.
Oh my God.
You gotta lay in your bed. You gotta let your arms and legs be open. You hear that, babe? All right, so you gotta let your arms and legs be open, and rest yourself. Do not clench your fists.
Oh my God.
All right, and allow yourself. Here's how you start the mantra. Here's the first thing. You know, a lot of people when they practice breathing, they go in through their nose and out through their mouth. They're trying to control their breath. That's all right, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to just take a few deep breaths. Then I want you to just not control your breathing at all. That means that let your body breathe for you. Let it show you how it wants to breathe. It'll take in just as much air as it needs, and you don't need to control it. What that's going to do is going to kind of get your mind to relax, and it's going to get your nervous system to kind of reset, and you are able to program yourself. It's a very smart question, Kimberly. How very unlike you. But here's a smart question from Kimberly. She wanted to know what the good mantra is. The good mantra is once you get yourself in that state. You can't just say a mantra. It's not a magic spell, you know what I'm saying? You got to get yourself into a mental space before you do a mantra. You still with me?
Do you know people are still talking about the boring chakras? I think that's going to go down in history. You were talking about the boring chakras. Nobody has ever, in the history of the earth, has ever said there's boring chakras.
That's why me and Riz came to shake it up.
That's true.
All right, now here's the thing. Let's go back to this mantra. It's really important. Kimberly really needs to know. All right, so Kimberly, when you get yourself in that state of breathing, of allowing your body to breathe, you're going to feel yourself anxiety or anything that you're tense with. It's going to drop many levels, and you're going to be in a blank canvas, and that's what we want. Here's what we do. Your mantra is, I want you to picture something, all right? I'm going to tell it to you real quick. As your body is laying there relaxing, I want you to bring the focus to the point between your eyebrows. That's your third eye. And I want you to imagine yourself shrunk down about that big, and you're inside, you're standing at a doorway between your eyebrows. Just imagine a doorway, all right? The doorway is black. It's just a door frame. On the other side of that door are billions and billions of stars and galaxies. Picture that in your mind right now. Isn't that pretty? All right. So there's that doorway between your eyebrows, and you are standing there. as you're laying in bed, imagine yourself standing there at the doorway and you're looking out like that and you see all the billions and billions of stars and galaxies, all right, and all those beautiful colors, celestial, magical energy. And then I want you to step out of that doorway and float into all of that. There's no ground. Just step out. You're going to kind of drop a little and you're going to lift a little. And you're going to start to feel that whole third eye open up. And as you do that, you just say, I am here to receive all the guidance for my highest good. And my request is that these messages come through in my dream state with a pleasing and peaceful scenario. And I'm open to learn from peaceful and pleasing scenarios in my dreams rather than a lot of, kind of drama and scary and confusing dreams. And so you make that vow that to yourself and to your guides that you're willing to learn. Because a lot of people, they only learn when the scary stuff happens, They don't always have like nice and pretty looking faces like mine giving you a message. Sometimes it happens that they're kind of ugly, gross, and disgusting things in dreams, Well, we hate that, don't we? Don't we, Lydia?
Yeah, we hate disgusting things.
So try to visualize that. And you're going to have a good time. All right, Kimberly. Be good now. Don't be too good, though.
Somebody, and I can't find them now, but somebody was talking about, you requested for me to answer another question about them having issues with the body. And somebody was having pain in their left ribs and thoracic area. Am I saying it right? Yeah. Okay, so what that is your heart chakra area.
The ribs protect you, don't they?
That's correct. And you have like suppressed emotions.
But not at McDonald's. They don't protect your McRibs. I ain't going to do any good.
No, McRibs. I don't think McRibs even exist
I got a
anymore.
pain in my McRibs.
Wait, McRibs does not exist for a while, I think. I think we've been out of McRibs. They've been in and out.
She goes and asks every other week if they brought them back.
I do.
Listen, if you got a pain in your left McRibs.
Well, first of all, laughter, I know you have pain in your rib cage, but the thing is, this is about suppressed emotions, and this is about not feeling secure and safe in your heart chakra area, not feeling that you are you feel like you have to protect yourself. You don't feel like you can be vulnerable. You don't feel like you can be yourself. You don't feel like you could just be in your sensitivity. So what that represents for you is that's getting your attention, that you have to change your mindset. Any kind of health issues, any kind of physical body pain, all is stemming back to mental state. Always, always, always. You will never get out of it.
The ribs are there for protection.
What was that?
The ribs protect your heart
and
your lungs.
That's right. To breathe, to feel safe, vulnerable.
What are they protecting themselves from?
They're protecting themselves from first of all, nothing, because what's really actually happening, it's your perspective, it's your mindset. So you actually feel that you're unsafe, but you haven't actually given yourself a chance yet to even try to be vulnerable, because you've already made everything and everyone wrong around you, that they're judging you, or you're making yourself wrong. So it's like you're not giving yourself a chance to even breathe. So you hold the keys to all of this. You are the person that's in charge of whether or not you feel safe in your body and your ribs are protecting you or not. This is all your perspective. So do you have anything to say about that? Because I can barely focus or concentrate on what I'm saying.
It's so bad.
When I was on my way over here from the underworld, the spirit police taught me and did a thoracic cavity search.
No.
They did.
No.
So, they asked about thoracic cavity. I got a few messages for you. When you're protecting yourself, listen, anything that's going on over here in your ribs, ask yourself, what are you afraid of? What are you trying to protect? The ribs protect your vital organs, and it's about intimacy. So what's happened when you hurt a rib is that it is like the universe trying to also convince you that you are safe to be intimate with people, to trust and to let people in, and not to stay with the old pattern of kind of shutting people out and things like that. Delia, you like that one?
I did like that.
Kind of rang I hit a nerve in there in your thoracic cavity.
So I didn't.
Listen, if you ever need a thoracic cavity search, you know who to call.
Do you ever eat food? I mean, you're on the other side, so
Be
how
careful,
do you eat
baby.
food?
What do you say?
Do you ever eat food? I mean, that's not what I meant. I meant
that an offer?
No, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say, why do you eat food if you're on the other side? How do you eat food? You're from the other side.
We have food on the other side, babe.
Okay, that's true. I've heard that before.
Sure.
That's true. Okay.
How about Janara from
You,
Jordan?
you got any
okay.
spirit shout-outs?
Nope.
Okay, we're going to go to Janara from Jordan. I'm stuck in a negative pattern in a relationship. I'm trying to flip scripts, be positive, kind, and loving. How do I break these patterns? Did I say that too fast?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say that again. Just say that again. I'm stuck in a negative pattern in a relationship. I'm trying to flip the script, be positive, kind, and loving. How do I break these patterns?
What is the pattern?
Exactly.
You got to tell us what the pattern is.
That's correct.
That
So-
you're trying to break.
So let's
And,
go to Steph.
lady-
My left knee popped out. I talked to her already. Beth Schuler, can you tell me who my spirit guides are and what is my message?
Are you asking Beth Schuler that, or is Beth Schuler asking that?
Beth is asking.
Sounded like she was asking Beth Schuler. She's like, Beth Schuler.
You guys get ready
Who are
to
my
send in
spirit
the
guides?
2.5 cents.
Oh God.
All right.
All right. I will never forget that he said that to
Don't
send in
max out that-
2.5 cents.
Probably one of the funniest things.
Well, I'm still recuperating from that, actually.
They're trying to set up a system where people can send, an old sock if they, they got one sock left. Let me send them this old sock. That's what's happening. That's a prediction for the future. You won't have to pay stuff. You can just send some of your old stuff online. Thanks for the reading. Here's one of my old socks. What Beth Schuler want to know?
She would like to know if she can have a message from her spirit guides.
You sure can, Beth.
And who are they?
Beth, you have a lot of artist spirit guides around you. We're talking like, oh, that's interesting. Sometimes people say, anytime the artists come up, you have an artist working with you, and this is a message from a gentleman by the name of, he was an artist in the 80s. His name was Keith Haring, Haring, Haring. Get that spelling right.
Haring.
Ring. That's Keith Haring.
Heron. Okay.
And he's come through and talked to Riz a couple of times before. And here's a message for you, Beth. It is about you have been looking for how to have your own unique voice in things that you do. Now, we're not talking about a unique voice like the kind that Beetlejuice talks with, but we're talking about the voice. The voice, having your own unique voice, is what is your own energetic signature. What do we mean by energetic signature? Well, when Grandma made cookies, you could taste in the cookies Grandma's energetic signature. It was her love. All right, that's what we mean. But Keith over there, if you know who the artist is, you got an internet, so just Google it, sister. All right, Keith Haring, he had a lot of complexities in the simplicity of his art. If you look at his art, kind of looks like stick figures or bubble men walking around with little lines sticking out of their heads. But he was able to convey energy and movement. You see, he was able. You like that word? There's a $1 million word right there. Convey. He was able. He was able to convey. It may not. It may be $1 million words, but maybe Beth will send us 62 cents. All right. So Keith was able to convey complexities through simple drawings, and those simple drawings are not so simple. You try to copy them, no one could ever do it exactly like he did. So take a look at that, and he wants you to know that it's not about making things complex. It is about the articulation of what is your truth in what it is that you are creating. And if you've given up on yourself, to not give up yourself on so quickly. The spirit guides aren't always Archangel Michael and people that are from classes. There are a lot of people who earned their shops to be a spirit guide in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 2000s that are not with us anymore. Well, they're not with you anymore, but I certainly have little conversations with them.
Well, Adam R. said juice. That's what he's calling you.
Adam R.
And he says, my sleep is all fucked up right now. What should I focus on?
Well, it might help you if you weren't making so much noise in your mind, Adam. You got a kind of a rock and roll, heavy metal kind of mind, Adam. It's got a lot of power and a lot of fire in it. It is about slowing down, all right? Maybe you can't live exactly where you want to live right now. By the way, Adam, you have any dogs around you? You do know somebody with a lot of dogs? I see a lot of dogs around you. It looks like maybe they belong to somebody else. You live in a neighborhood with a dog park or something. I need to talk to you about that, Adam. But here's what I want to say about your sleep. What is that called? Cannabis. That's not going to help you sleep long term. That may not be a short term. That's not going to help you. what I suggest for you is to learn something called restorative yoga.
I like that.
Yeah, a lot of dead people like me do restorative yoga. Hasn't worked yet, but won't restore you all the way. Restorative yoga is real good for you, Adam. Try it twice a week, and you need to. Yoga is going to be real good to you. You got some back issues. Looks like you have a little spine thing going on there into the shoulder. That's going to help you too. But take it easy. It's not a competitive thing. All right, Adam. By the way, your spirit guides want you to know you're a rock star, Adam. Inside.
People are actually saying, Beetlejuice, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, Beetlejuice can answer questions.
Okay. So Donna Crystal would like to know if you can give her a message from her guides, please. Thank you.
Hey, Donna Crystal.
Are you crunching again?
Yeah.
I got a question for Donna Crystal. What's her favorite kind of snack food? Donna, you tell me what kind of snack foods are your favorite. Name your top 2 snack foods, and I'll answer your question.
Okay.
We got any spirit shout-out answers?
All right.
Do you want to get Janara give clarification?
Yes. Janara's clarification was about the negative patterns, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she meant by negative patterns, she meant things going wrong all the time, misunderstandings that are happening. It makes me think if there's something I need to learn or change to break free. Well, obviously, I mean, it's straight up. It's just your mindset. It always comes back to your perspective. If you put on a pair of blue tinted glasses and you see everything kind of blue, that is your perspective, and it's filtered to that spectrum. And if you put on a yellow pair of glasses, you're going to see yellow. So when you are looking at life from things are wrong, going wrong all the time, so like it's safe to say that you're probably seeing what doesn't work about everything.
Why don't
versus,
you put on a pair of Grandma Rose colored glasses?
Yeah, that's the best ones to put on. And
Shout
so-
out to Grandma Rose again.
Shout out to all the grandmas in the
Kind of
house.
interested in Grandma Rose suddenly.
So, okay, somebody is saying gummy bears or
Donna,
chips.
That's her top 2 snacks. Gummy bears. And
Her top 2 snacks are gummy bears and chips and salsa.
All right,
Just
Donna.
came in too, hippie love.
Oh, no.
Hippie love.
Hippie love.
You might have to scroll
Beetlejuice
back.
was talking smack about you.
All right, so Donna wants to know. Gummy Bear Donna wants to know what?
I have no idea.
Can you give me a message for my guys?
I sure can, Donna. Gummy Bear Donna. You as cute as the Gummy Bear Donna. All right, let me see what I got for you here. I got something very interesting to tell you. You have a spirit animal, and it's in the form of an beautiful African elegant giraffe. Yeah. Looking out over the treetops. I'm going to get a message for you. That's the spirit animal. Donna, have you gone down to Costa Rica yet? Let's see, if you can go, go. If you can't go for whatever reason, I want to tell you why this message is coming through. There is a very tribal and very, you might say, kind of a Amazonian energy going on. I know Costa Rica's not in the Amazon, but you catch my drift. It's that kind of like rainforest kind of energy. You had a lifetime in there, and you had a teacher in that time. By the way, that teacher's name in this lifetime is Stephen. The Stephen in this lifetime was the teacher in that lifetime. It's a very specific message for you, Donna. You are, you could, I don't know if you are a doctor, Donna, but or a nurse or something, but you could have gone into taking care of people in this lifetime. But I want to say that you are now here to understand how to use your energy without dissipating your energy, trying to get a hold of your energy where you don't feel drained after deep conversations or anywhere where you try to help people. And so that guy, by the way, about to talk about that Stephen person, you don't have to do it. It's not you have to do anything with them. I just wanted to let you know. It's kind of a little sideline, nice little thing to hear about people that you know. This is very important now for you to do earthing work. That means that to take your shoes off and walk on the bare earth, because you are holding a lot of energy from other people. 50% of what you're feeling right now is not even your own stuff. So you got to let it go. Do something called earthing. You know, you can find some little instructional videos how to do that, but it's a real simple thing. Take your shoes off and walk on the sand or the dirt. All right. And let all of that energy, excess energy that you've been holding on to, and release it into the ground. I just want you to know that next year is a lot more pleasant and flowing than this year. All right, so don't worry about that, Donna. How you doing, Lydia? You want to get married yet?
I don't know. I don't know, actually. I actually don't know how to answer that question. I'm recuperating. I'm actually recuperating because...
do I still look small on the screen?
Yep. You look so tiny.
Oh my God.
You look like you're shrinking.
Why not lean forward like this? How's that feel for you?
What's really funny is how tall you actually are
Yeah.
as Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Because in real life, I couldn't even imagine Beetlejuice being 6'3".
I'm 6'3", babe.
Why don't you stand up? I don't know why I said that. I don't encourage that.
Look at me on that screen now, and I can see a little bit more of a... All right, thumbs up.
All right, so
How'd you do that? How'd you get a thumbs up on there like
it
that?
automatically does that if you make, like, if I do a thumb or something, the phone does that now.
All right.
So Hippie Love heard you, and she came on, and she said that she would like to have her question answered. And I don't know how to say that any other
She
way.
would like to have her question answered.
And so
She
she gave $10 because you made fun of her. But she says she knew you're tough, so she can handle it. So anyway, bring it on, she said. So her question is, who is her spirit animal? And most importantly, what role do they play in her spiritual journey? And her name is Yasmin.
Yeah.
Yasmin. The end.
All right. Well, I'll tell you something. The spirit animal that comes up every single time that you come up on this show is that white deer. A white deer. It's kind of like a white fawn, to be more specific. And this fawn, this white fawn, this is a very special symbol because it's not just a white deer. The fawn is the symbol of being gentle. And you have not, in certain relationships, seems like with family members, you have worked very hard to try to stay in your gentle manner. You are discovering your yin, your divine feminine energy. Now, I want you to take out the word divine when you say divine feminine. Not that feminine energy isn't divine, but it's kind of holding you back when you say divine feminine because it kind of makes it, in a weird way, it kind of makes it a little bit more about, I'm strong. You know what I'm saying? Divine feminine, I'm lifting my energy up. But if you just say, I got to go in my feminine, that just means you can go in your vulnerability, your gentleness, all right? Divine energy is running everywhere. That's what it is. Creation is divine energy, isn't it? So what you want to do is listen to this symbol, a glowing, beautiful, white fawn deer in front of you. You got to get yourself, during this season, out into nature, not where you are, but got to go where there's just nothing but trees and trees and trees, places like Vermont, those places. Lydia, talking to you.
I'm listening, but I'm going to tell you, there's people talking right now, and there's some people that are depressed and sad, and they look at life, it's nothing good left.
Yeah.
Everything sucks.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's all perspective.
Sure.
And so there's just as many people having fun as there's people suffering. So you have to choose a team.
Yeah.
Pick a side.
Yeah.
And so that's what this show is all about.
That's
We
what
teach you how to
Halloween's
pick a
for.
side.
Put on a costume and say, you know what, I may be upset, I may have anxiety, but I still like to have fun.
Yeah, pick a winning team.
Pick a winning team. Fun is the winning team.
That's
all
right. Fun is the winning team.
Did I say something profound?
Yeah.
You
Get
did say
on the
something.
Fun is the winning team.
Yes.
I'll tell you something, everybody who's feeling depressed or a little bit anxious out there, we're just here trying to brighten up your day and brighten up your night and remind you the magic of Halloween. And look at me, I've been dead more times than I could care to admit how many times I've died. But I'm here to come back from the other side to tell you, you're an eternal being, my friends. All right, don't even worry about that.
Well, every now and then I like to ask people if they can let me know what generation you are, and we'd like to know who's watching. So why don't you tell me now? I'd like to know if you're a millennial, Gen Z, Gen X, if you're a boomer. I want to know. Tell us who and I almost said what you are, but I'm not going to say that. Just tell me what generation you are. I'd love to know.
I have a question.
Yes.
What happened to Generation Y?
Oh, they skipped Generation Y.
Yeah.
I don't know. They disappeared.
Why'd they do that?
Why not? Generation Y not? Oh, how come you went from Generation X to Generation Z?
Okay, we have.
That's a good question.
Here
Profound.
it's starting to come in.
All right.
All right, we have Gen X, Millennial, Gen X, Boomer, Millennial, 1969. So that's Gen
Where
X.
my Gen Z at there?
That's Gen
Come
X.
on,
Gen
Z.
X, X baby, Millennial,
Yeah.
XX baby, Boomer, Millennial. It's still coming in, Millennial. All right. Oh my gosh. I laughed so hard tonight that I'm actually exhausted.
Like I tell you, the old throat is not feeling too good right now. Also, it's getting real tired.
You want to bring Riz back?
No, I don't want to bring Riz back. But need a little bit of water right here. Let's take 5 more questions. How about that?
All right. 5 more questions. Okay. Stuti Guha. Is there any insight on my prosperity? Any actions I need to take to bring more in? Hoping to make my movie in my own dime and also have more than enough to keep me going while I do.
That's good. What's the question?
She would like to know how she can make more money, basically. How she can bring in more cash.
Well, I gotta tell
Bottom
you
line.
I got to tell you something, Stuthi. It is not going to be just on your own dime. It's definitely going to have somebody else putting their dimes in as well. All right? Don't give up on that. It is not that you are just begging somebody. It is that your work is going to shine and that it is about your personality. It is about your message. You yourself are the message. You see, the script in the movie is just a reflection of who you are. You know, there was a old great saying that every portrait is a self-portrait. Every artist creates something that is reflective of themselves. And that's what Stuthi is doing right now. She's put everybody she has known as various characters in this coming up. There's an authenticity that I feel with what she's doing.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a little message for her.
Sure.
Okay. So just imagine you have a little 5-year-old child and you want to give her a birthday party and you're limited on funds and she's so cute and she's so fun and she just wants to have a good time and you just want to show her a good time and you want to give her a nice little birthday. So what you would do, hopefully, is you would be creative and resourceful and find ways to pull a little party together for her and make it special. It doesn't matter how simple it is, but you would do something, anything to make it fun so she can have her fun little birthday. You got to look at your film like that. This is your baby. And so how can you be resourceful, make it fun for yourself, make it fun for other people, and they will get inspired and excited. If you put money concerns and you put poverty consciousness ahead of that, that's what they're going to see. They're only going to see poverty consciousness. They're only going to see your constriction. They're not going to be inspired by that. It doesn't uplift and excite them. You have to remember everything is energy.
Yeah.
So if you're not excited and you're not wanting to put together this fun little party and it's called a film, then who else is going to get excited with you if you're dragging through the mud? It's like you're trying to invite somebody to your little girl's birthday party and you're making it sound like kind of like it's not going to happen and there's not enough money, like you're doom and gloom. And then, you know, how are you going to get people excited to participate? You have no idea. You should just start it anywhere. That's how we started this podcast.
Yeah, look at us.
Yeah, we're
We
almost
made
at 400,000.
Yeah, and we made $12.38 tonight. And if that doesn't inspire you, I don't know
Beetlejuice,
what will.
you are so interested in money. I swear to freaking God.
Well, there's other stuff I'm interested in too, honey, but we can talk
Oh,
about that later.
God.
No.
Oh, my God.
There ain't no money involved in that unless I'm willing to pay.
You guys wish me luck when the podcast is over. Wish me luck.
Getting out of here.
All right. So, okay. Speechless once again. Okay.
I got 2 spirit shout outs for you right now.
Okay.
Do we have time for a spirit shout out?
We do have time for a spirit shout out.
All right, then. This is an interesting spirit shout out. Somebody is here on the other side and said, you had a pogo stick. You know what a pogo stick is?
I do.
You got to stand on it, you jump up and down on it.
That's right.
I haven't heard that word for 100 years. You had a little story with them about a pogo stick. Let us know about that. Also, there's a nickname here. It sounds something like bloomy or boomy, something like that. BL, like flowers blooming. Bloomy or boomy. That's a nickname somebody had with you. So if that's you, just top in and Delia over here, Delia, Eric, or whoever she wants to be right now.
Okay, somebody asked a question that's very strange, and I don't know. I'm just going to say it, okay?
Does this look like a place to ask strange questions? What are you thinking?
Okay. So this person says, I missed you all, by the way. So this is Chris.
Hey, Chris.
So I've documented this by photo, but there is this Civil War vet here, and I've communicated with him enough to know that he does not like people of color.
Yeah.
An imprint has appeared of an old man's face on my living room floor. So that...
Well, he's got a little bit of paranormal activity.
Okay.
I don't believe in paranormal stuff. Do I look like I believe in paranormal stuff? All right, let's talk about that. When you have a spirit that is refusing to go to the other side where it's all light and love, they can be still retaining some of their prejudices and all of some of their lesser favorable qualities that they had. And so they are the ones that cause some trouble sometimes. And so if that is the case, and it has been the case, there have been plenty of spirits that don't want to cross over to the other side. They just want to stay where they are and kind of just be there, you know, even though they're not that happy. Some people would rather be right than happy. You know what I'm saying about that? You understand what I mean? There are people in your family, you guys know who they are, that they would rather be right, put quotes around it, than happy. They don't want to change their minds. They don't want to see your point of view. They just want to stay right so they can put you in that position. Well, there's, spirits are just people outside of their bodies, so don't let it frighten you. Now, let's talk about the imprints. Yes, that is true that there is metaphysical energetics of souls. What we mean by that is that you can have somebody who is not in the physical body make a physical in this 3D reality. They can manipulate things, all right? They can knock things over tables. That is just the way it works, all right?
And can't he just talk to them?
Well, you can talk to them and tell them that they don't need to be here, and if they don't like people of color anyway, then they can go somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? I think I could use a little color myself. What do you think?
Just a little bit. It looks like you haven't been in the sun in a while.
I'm a person of color too, Chris. It's called ghostly moon glow.
All right. So, Beetlejuice.
You got any of my spirit shout-outs answered?
No. Sorry.
Are you even looking?
I am.
Why don't you look at the computer instead of the wall?
I am. I'm looking.
So, how are you feeling?
I've been better.
Do you want to take more messages? Do you want to bring Riz back in?
Let's take one more message, then we'll call it a night.
All right. Okay, so B. Patroni, any messages from my guides, and much love to you both.
Much love to you too, B. Patroni. Yeah. You got some messages here. You need to create for yourself, Patroni. It's kind of like when you have a photographer back in the day when you had a film in photography, they had a dark room, and you went in the dark room, and the dark room had a special liquid that you put the film in, and you couldn't have any light in there, only a special kind of light to develop the pictures. You see what I'm saying? Now you have digital photography, you don't need a dark room. But that dark room, that represented in a way kind of the womb, when you're in the womb, you're about to be born. Like Riz likes to say, that light comes out of darkness, you see. It's where in the darkness is where you can nurture ideas. That's where the physical body is also. I like the way you looked at me, babe. We'll talk about that later. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, the womb. All right. I can do it, all right? What I'm trying to say to you, Petroni. You know, Petroni sounds like she's a cop, and I've called her to discipline her. Hey, Petroni, listen to me now. You got that, Petroni? I better catch you not doing that again, Petroni, or I'll have you fired. I'll put you on desk duty for 3 months, Petroni, if you know what's good for you. Oh, all right. So, Petroni, listen up. You got to go in your dark room and develop. It is time for you to be in your magical laboratory, and that means to take the time to tell people no, take the time to say no when you are invited out, or your time is very precious now. It does not mean that you need to be mad about it or worried about it. It is just that you become very focused and very into what you're doing in your own creative, I call it the creatrix, the creative matrix, all right? And you're gonna have some wonderful results with it. So take some time to do like they do in autumn, you know, to cozy up as the days get shorter and the nights get longer. There's more of a magical time for you to tap into. Maybe also get yourself some angel cards and throw some angel cards for yourself. All right.
And before we go, I want to give some encouraging messages to those of you who are struggling through health issues, or you went through some big weather systems like Hurricane Helene. Is it Helene? Is that what the name was? Helene. Yeah. So I just wanted to say that the best way to handle these types of things in your life is just to go to gratitude for what you have, gratitude for where you are, gratitude for what you're experiencing in the moment, that you can find a way to higher ground. So if you're feeling like you're sinking, just look for one little branch of goodness, one little thing to hang on to, and pull yourself up with that good thought, that good feeling, that good feeling about yourself. For instance, I'll give you an example. Let's say something happened to your house in the hurricane. You can look at, but what do I have right now? So I have myself, I have my health, I have my loved ones, or whatever it is that you have. And that can be your building block and your bridge to get to the next higher ground, so that you can start pulling yourself back up and finding goodness. If you let yourself emotionally get devastated, there is no hope for you to float, no hope for you to get to the surface, no hope for you to rise. And this also is true with your emotional state. So if you start to feel like you are feeling like it's desperate, you know, this world is desperate, this planet, everything is just negative, that heavy energy is like a big weight that'll just take you to the bottom of the ocean. So you're just really always asking yourself, but what can I find in my life that I could be positive about and feel grateful about, even if it's the tiniest little thing. And then you just grow that, and you just keep growing that in your mind. You have to train your mind, you guys. This is a lot about mindset. Watch your thoughts, listen to your thoughts. Hear the way you're speaking to yourself. If you have to write it down on a piece of paper, how many times you say a negative thought a day, that's your diet. What's your diet?
Hey, listen, this is how you tell your story. If it was a natural disaster, look, Mother Nature, she does not see anything that she does as a natural disaster from her perspective. Let's take that in for a moment. Mother Nature does not think she creates disasters. She is just being herself. And as inhabitants of the planet, you are living in an environment, a living, breathing, pulsating, quaking planet entity. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people tell their story that so-called disasters became the catalyst that propelled them into further, even when they have lost gravely, whether they've lost money, they've lost loved ones, they've lost a limb. You guys have a lot of stories out there. Just look on the internet. There's all these inspirational stories all the time that people that came through disasters, and they used that as fuel to build something new. All right. And you have to do that. You don't have a choice. You're either going to take this disaster and it's going to make more of a disaster, or you're going to take what this disaster did. You're going to not just pick up the pieces. You're going to create more pieces. You are going to tap into the resourcefulness that you are, because you are a force of nature yourself. All right. Don't you ever forget that.
Well, I'm going to do something that's never been done in Lydia and Beetlejuice's history.
What's that, babe?
Thank you, Beetlejuice, for a wonderful night.
Wow, babe.
Thank you for a wonderful night.
You're welcome. Remember, everybody, Beetlejuice loves you. Stay cool. All October. Drop in here Sunday nights. Who knows who will be next week?